Rashaya, Rachaya, Rashaya, Rashaya, Rachaya, also known as Rashaya al-Wadi or Rachaya el-Wadi, is a town of the Rashaya District in the south of the Beqaa Governorate of Lebanon. It is situated at around 1,350 meters above sea level on the western slopes of Mount Hermon, southeast of Beirut near the Syrian border, and approximately halfway between Jezzine and Damascus. Culture. Rashaiya has a population of around 6,000 to 7,500 that are mostly Druze. It is still considered to be a traditional Lebanese town with its old cobbled streets and small shops, even though it witnessed in recent years a slight expansion of buildings. It retains a distinguished character of traditional stone houses with red tiled roofs. The small souk in the middle of the town offers various shops selling local crafts and inexpensive goods. There is a recently renovated goldsmith selling an assortment of gold and silver jewelry in Byzantine and other styles. The nearby Beqaa forest is classified as a protected area, and pine nuts from the local conifer trees are used in traditional cooking. The Al-Aryan family was a prominent part of the Druze community in Rashaya in the 19th century, and a branch, now called the Aryan family, still inhabit the town. Rashaya has 4 churches and a Druze Kalwat. There is a Greek Catholic Church and a Syriac Catholic Church, along with the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church. Archaeology. There have been findings of Paleolithic and Heavy Neolithic Stone Age tools near the town of Karasun, along with trihedral Neolithic material recovered nearby at Jezzine, both in the western Beqaa province. The remains of a Roman temple can be seen on the left side of the road leading from Rashaya to the village of Aiha, one of several temples of Mount Hermon. Neolithic flints were also found in the hills 3 kilometers north of the town. There is also a significant Neolithic site nearby at Korkaba, where fragments of agricultural tools such as basalt hoes have been found with very faded dating suggesting the 6th millennium or earlier. History. The Rashaya Citadel, also known as the Citadel of Independence, has been declared a national monument, having been first built as a palace by the Shihab family in the 18th century. It is now stationed by the Lebanese armed forces and can be visited and seen under the army's surveillance. In June 1860, the town was the scene of a massacre where 265 Christians were killed by Druze forces. Within the citadel, around 1,000 victims were killed in the areas of Hasbah and Rashaya between 10 and the 13th of June. In November and December 1925, the town was engulfed and nearly obliterated by one of the largest battles of the Great Druze Revolt, when 429 Christian homes were either damaged or destroyed. 3,000 Druze under Zayd Beg besieged the citadel of French legionnaires under a Captain Granger between 20 and the 24th of November. The Druze eventually suffered the first major defeat to French reinforcements, with heavy casualties marking a turning point in the Druze invasion of southern Lebanon. Under the French mandate, and on the 11th of November 1943, Rashaya witnessed the arrest and the imprisonment of the Lebanese national leaders in its citadel by the Free French troops, Riyad el-Solh, Pierre Gemayel, Camille Chamoun, Adel Osseran. This led to a national and international pressure in demand for the release, and eventually obliging France to obey. On November 22, 1943, the prisoners were released and the day was declared the Lebanese Independence Day. During the Lebanese Civil War, the town came under the protection of the primarily Christian South Lebanon Army, despite the tensions between Druze and Christians in the past. Several Druze enlisted in the SLA. After 4 Druze SLA soldiers were killed in an ambush in the Shiite village of Sakmor, Rashaya Druze launched a revenge attack, killing 13 villagers. Geology. Rashaiya is situated on a karst topography of grey or creamy white Jurassic limestone with a thickness of up to 1 kilometer. The Rashaiya fault has been defined as a left lateral strike-slip fault that cuts into Mount Hermon and is an extension of the Banias fault. It's suggested to be pre-Pliocene and may be active. The danger of earthquakes is not high and there have been none on record. It runs a few kilometers east of the Husbandry fault, which in turn runs parallel to the Jordan Valley. The Rashaiya fault may have experienced up to 1 kilometer of quaternary horizontal movement, and small breaches on the associated strands from it have developed small basins. The danger of earthquakes is not high and there have been none recorded from the fault. Climate. Rashaiya receives between 650 mm and 750 mm of rainfall each year, with around 2/5 of this amount falling between November and March. It has an average annual temperature of 15 degrees Celsius, varying between 35 degrees Celsius in the summer season down to -5 degrees Celsius in winter. The dominant wind direction is east to west, from which the town is somewhat sheltered by the mountains. Economy. The economy of the town is primarily based on agriculture, the services and tourism industries. The town has 2 olive oil presses and 3 grape molasses factories. Rashaiya was designated one of 9 poverty areas within Lebanon in a survey of 2002. The World Bank and U.S. has financed development projects in the area with the assistance of the YMCA and other NGOs. Projects have included a $500,000 wastewater treatment plant and redecoration of the town's guest house in 2007. Agriculture. Commonly grown crops include cherries, olives, apricots and grapes. Some wild cucumbers are also grown, however vegetables are less frequently grown due to low rainfall. Animal husbandry is also practiced, mainly with goats, of which the Labna variety is a popular staple food for locals. Tree species such as oak, wild pistachio and sumac grow in the area. A variety of jackals and foxes, snakes, lizards and rodents live in the area, along with various species of migratory birds.